Think you know Ninja songs? Old school or new school? Stand a chance to win big on Gusto Guess the Song. To be a part of this, call the numbers on your screen right now. Come on board and let's do things the Gusto way.
Hello guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. Please, before we continue, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and of course, turn on your post notification button. Yes, we love you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Big Lala is right here today. And of course, we've got Udogi himself, Damini Eboluwa Ogulu, right in the building today. Now, of course, we know Burna Boy, a very, very great, Manchester United fan, doing his thing, but we know Burna and international collaboration are like 5 and 6. We know the one with Sam Smith, got My Oasis, Beyonce, of course, Jarai on that one. That's it, let's get fight.
Well, he has his reservations, but he hasn't shared it.
Yes.
He doesn't want to be. He get the kind of person where if he did disrespectful to.
Yeah.
Maybe he look Beyonce, no,
man, no goes for my international career. Anyways, we know, he's also got the one with Justin Bieber.
Sure.
In all of this, we know Burna Boy has quite a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Now, his supposed contemporaries or competitors in the industry, Davido, we know. Out of all the major collaborations, we've seen Davido and Drake do, something. They were in the studio together and all of that. Wizkid as well has been in the studio, with Drake a couple of times. One dance to Joe like the remix and all that. Come Closer as well. And now this one, Burna Boy and Drake. Yes, Burna Boy and Drake in 2018. Had some sort of chemistry. In fact, so many people said Wizkid had not seen Drake that he featured, but Burna Boy had seen him. Now, a lot of stories around that time were like Burna Boy did about 5 songs. In fact, Burna Boy at a press conference or at the listening said he did about 5 songs with Drake. He wrote and he submitted. More Life, the album. Burna said he actually did a song called More Life. Now they yanked off the song allegedly and now named the album More Life.
Okay.
Wizkid and Davido have done stuff with Drake. Burna Boy has met Drake. But we've never seen a Burna Boy collaboration with Drake. Is that ever gonna happen?
Would it ever happen? Well, never say never.
With this that happen?
Well, they commend fences down. Should be Ubi and I came back to you. I know it's not the same thing, but never say never.
Ask you.
A lot of this can happen, but then they can mention. I mean, the opportunity can come up again, and they can decide to just bury the hatchet and work together again. So,
did you hear about what happened that time in 2018?
Well, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I did. That's why it's shocking to me. I thought it was something recent.
No, at all. No, not something recent. Drake's album, More Lives. Burna Boy submitted songs and everything. What would a Burna Boy and Drake collaboration? What would it even sound like? Fans are asking.
Well, what it would sound like would be Burna being Burna. Burna usually when he appears on these international collaborations, try to be some Africanness into it, like his whole persona, the way he's going about his lyrics. It goes as far as infusing Yoruba sometimes in those lyrics. He tries to be as original as possible. Then Drake could be Drake. Drake could be experimental, like the way he was on the Thames song. I think he will just be the same. But there's always a criticism of Drake when he features some of the Nigerian singers. There's a certain way he wants to sound, and he tries to compel the guys he's featuring, like the Nigerian artists, to go with the flow. He's not always playing to their strengths. For example, the song with Thames. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that's one of the reasons why Burna Boy, maybe say, you know what, Drake, you're not gonna relegate me, like you did for Wizkid on One Dance, like you did for maybe Thames on, Fountains?
Well, could that be a possibility? I don't know. I don't think that might be one of the reasons why they are not working. It might be something else that we're not privy to that we don't know. But I don't think it will be like, oh, you're not allowing me to be myself. Although Burna does have that kind of personality of someone that wants to be himself on any record. judging by all his other collaborations, you see how it is, and he just does his thing. Nobody's telling him, no, you have to sound like this, but he does his thing. So I don't think that's what happened.
Do you think Burna Boy was pained by the whole removal thing, with Drake at that time?
2018, of course. I think that time he would be pained, and I think that was when his buzz was started.
That was the year time.
Yeah, the year time, and everything was coming up and coming up. So yeah, I think yes, he would have been pained.
Okay, a Burna Boy, Drake collaboration. I mean, it would have, it would be a very, very good one. But one thing is, if you say Drake has featured, or Drake has already worked with Davido, of course we saw them in the studio together. Drake has worked with Wizkid.
Yeah.
Do you think Burna Boy wants to do that same line? Like, okay, they will say, Drake is collaborating with Thames has done that before, Wizkid has done that before, Davido has done that before, and everything. Would you want to actually, mend fences with Drake?
Well, I don't think he's going to be looking at it like that. Like, oh, you've worked with this before, because Wiz and David have worked before, then I'm not going to. Nah, Drake is like top tier when it comes to this music thing. Anybody having an opportunity to work with him will jump at it regardless who has done it before, right? It's the same thing with Beyonce. As pained as David is right now, if an opportunity comes for him to work with Beyonce, of course he will jump at it. He's not going to reject it because he's not foolish like that. I don't think it's a question of whether Burna thinks he's done it with the other guys, then he can. No, of course not.
So should Burna Boy be looking at Drake for his next album?
Well, it's not about if the opportunity presents itself.
How does it present itself?
They can find themselves in the same space. They can find themselves in the same. I don't know. Maybe their labels are able to put 2 and 2 together and they're able to run it. Or most of these things happen when they're in the same place. If, for example, Drake is performing at the show and then Burna is also performing at the same show, obviously they can both meet or just say hello to each other. Or if Burna, for example, gets another song that goes viral in the US, of course, most of these American guys, their eyes, they're always open. They're always on the lookout. So when you see things like that, they're open to working with any of these guys.
We talked about Burna Boy and of course, Ed Sheeran, before now we talk about Burna Boy and Beyonce, talk Burna Boy, and Justin Bieber. Would a collaboration with Drake actually take Burna, to another level? As in, is a collaboration with Drake another level above all of these ones?
Let's not forget that Justin Bieber, I think, has a much younger following, and I think even has more following
than
Drake. So Justin Bieber does have a lot of things behind him. Drake also has a lot of things behind him. So I don't think either would come up as one being bigger. I don't even think the one with Drake will come up as being bigger.
It doesn't take him to the next level.
Next level. Of course, it opens more doors. I mean, you get the demographic of people that listen to you now increases. So, and I think that's solid. That's going to be good for him. Of course, not like the level is going to take him to. I think I want to agree. Yes, thinking about it, I think I want to agree that yes, it will be a step ahead, like a step higher than what it was before.
Yes. Anyways, guys, let's hear from you. We want to hear from you. Yes, please put your comment down below. What do you think about the Drake and of course the Burna Boy collaboration? What else did he do for Burna Boy? Of course, going back to the 2018 incident of Burna Boy actually saying that I wrote 5 songs for Drake. I submitted all 5. They told me he was going to make the album. I even wrote one called More Life. They removed it and then they named the album More Life. That should be theft or something.
No, we didn't get the album. I'm gonna get that.
No, gonna get that.
Exactly.
Anyways, guys, let's hear from you on that one. That Burna and Drake, what exactly would it sound like? Would it be a step higher, for a Burna Boy on his quest to, conquer the world? Let's hear from you. Put your comment down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.